Hello and welcome to this Sizzix Live. My name's Josh, I'm a designer here at Sizzix, and today I'm talking about our November craft box. Now, it is the lead up to Christmas, so we have the designers here at Sizzix have handpicked some lovely items to put in this box for you to make your Christmas cards perfect. So let me just talk about a few of the things that come in the box. Now, the first thing I'd like to mention are the adhesive sheets. Now, the adhesive sheets are perfect for not making a mess. So precision, things like these tiny little die cut pieces. Now I'm going to be making this card for you and going through the steps. But just have a look at these tiny sequins also come in our Christmas box. And these tiny little snowflake dies. So when you use our adhesive sheets with this, all you have to do is peel it off, stick it to the back of your card, run it through the die cutter machine, and then you just have a bit here that you can peel off the back of the die, and then there's not going to be any of that messy glue that you have to apply to these tiny surfaces. So they're the adhesive sheets. Now that's just one thing that's really worth mentioning that comes in this die set. We also have this fantastic Christmassy die here. So it has all these lovely snowflake elements. It has this Christmas tree, but it also has another kind of outline of a Christmas tree because this die is designed to work with this amazing Christmas tree dimensional dome here. So now that I've mentioned the domes here, these domes, they will just bring your cards to life. They just add that 3D element, and you can use them with some of your favourite Christmassy sequins and beads here, which we get in the box as well. Now these ones here are tiny little Christmas trees, and these ones here are snowflakes. So if I can catch the light there, you can just see they've got this kind of pearlescent effect on the top of these snowflakes. And they're really intricate. They're like die cut pieces in themselves, and you can just take them out. And what I love about them as well is that you get the snowflakes, but you also get these tiny little circles. So they just add that contrast in size to these elements on the front of the card. So they're just a few of the things you get in the box. You also get this range of festive cardstock. Now I don't have the whole range here, but what I do have is some of our opulence here. So as you can see, I'm just going to move it around, catch the light. This has got a pearl finish here. This is a pearl festive green and red. And then we've got the glitter cards as well. Now the festive colours are my favourite colours to work with. We've got these cool green colours. This darker red that just add elegance to the makes, and I love using them around Christmas. So this is going to be a very short and sweet make because the box basically just provides me with everything I need to go ahead and start crafting. So as I say, I'm making this. I've prepared, using some of our adhesive sheets, just this element here, and what I've done is I've taken some of the bigger snowflake elements, some of the tiny ones that also come in the same set. So these are they're actually in one die. Some of these bigger and smaller stars and snowflakes, which just makes it easier so you don't lose some of your snowflakes like I tend to all the time in the design room. So I've prepared this. I've also prepared some of our glitter card for this just to go on top of to create one of these nice thin borders around the front element of the card. Now I want to set a scene here. So what I've done, I've taken these Christmas tree elements here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to layer them up. Now I'm using some of our foam tape on some of these pieces. Now I've prepared and I've stuck some foam tape to the back of just a few of these pieces because, as you can see in my make, some of the trees stand out in the foreground. Now you can see these triangular pieces here. I have just cut these triangular pieces with scissors. All I've done is I've gone to the corner of a piece of card and just sliced it with scissors, and then I've squared off the bottom edge there to make it kind of at the right angle. So they're just extra pieces because I wanted there to be a difference in the types of trees here. So I'm going to start by just layering up some of my Christmas tree elements. And as you can see here, I've stuck some of the snowflakes over the side of the cardstock. And you might be thinking, why has he done that? But you'll see why in a sec, because I'm also doing it with these Christmas tree elements. Now the ones that I'm sticking right down, I'm going to stick them off the side here. I'm going to have them a little bit higher up. And I'm just thinking about the colours that I'm using as well, because I like the trees in the foreground to be a bit darker. Because if this was a painting that I was painting, I would have done the trees in the foreground darker. But we can have some light ones in front. Now, I've got my two here. I'm going to stick down one of my triangular pieces here. And you can angle them at different angles because trees grow out of the ground. Not always straight up in the air. There we go. But you can just see here, that's what I'm talking about with a bit of the glue there that's just spilled out the side. You don't get that with the adhesive sheets. So perhaps I should have used the adhesive sheets on these. Now, okay, so before it gets too many layers here, I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to use a pair of scissors just to trim along the edge here. And I'm going to rest it actually along the piece of card so that I know I'm getting that perfect straight line like this. And as you cut the pieces and just trim off the sides there, it's going to frame the scene for you. There we go. Now I can start to, do you know what? I'm going to add just a few of these darker trees in front. So I'm only applying a bit of my glue to the top here because I know I'm going to be sticking it off the side there. And a bit of a thinner one. I've not been precise cutting these little triangles because I want them to resemble trees. And then I'm going to trim again. And you know what? While I'm trimming, I might as well trim the sides of these snowflakes that are hanging over the edge there, like so. So as I say, I rest the top blade of the scissors on the card so I know that I'm getting that perfect parallel cut. And I'm not going to chop into any of my card there. So I can now start adding my more dimensional elements here. So I'm going to add one here, and these can still go off the side as well. And I'm going to add one lighter one just a bit further up. As I was filming Pete's video, Pete is filming for me now. As I was filming Pete's video yesterday, I admired how quickly he has learned to peel the bits of tape off. I don't know how he does it because his nails aren't much longer than mine, but it's just one of those secrets. I'm sure I'll find out. And there we go. So there we have it. And last but not least, we have this star element. Now, this also comes in the set. I've just chosen to layer this up, so I'm gonna stick it over that little star because I want this one to stand out. This could be the star that the wise men are following, like this. And that's just going to stand out so we know that this is the one to focus on. Now, all that is left to do is just to stick my front element down onto this lovely glitter card. Now, just adding small elements of glitter like this, so with our glitter card, and I also would like to mention that you don't get any bits of glitter that come off on this card. This is quality glitter card. I think that's one thing that would put me off buying glitter card. I'm just going to add that to my card base. There. Nice even border. One thing that would stop me from buying glitter card would be the mess that it would make. I mean, some people know I used to be a primary school teacher, and I used to get told off by the cleaning lady every time she came in because there was glitter everywhere. But as I say, with this glitter card, you don't get any of that mess. And there we have it. So we've got all these different sizes of snowflakes. I've used some of the sequins on here as well. I've also used some of just the tiny little circular sequins that just add a little bit extra. And making these trees here dimensional and just coming up out the card has just finished it off. So there you go. Now I would love to see what you guys come up with. I really want people to post their makes that they've made using our November craft box in the comments of the live, because I really like to see what you guys come up with. And that's it from me. So go and have a look online at everything that comes in this box. One thing I didn't mention, look how nice the box is. It's worth it just for the box. This is such a nice thing just to receive in the post. And yeah, and that's it from me. So thank you very much for watching.